Have you ever wondered what the world's most expensive camera looks like? As well, we're about to take a closer look at the Phase 1 XC, a camera that's making waves in the photographic world. This camera is outstanding not only for its low price, but also for its advanced technology. Let's take a closer look at what distinguishes the Phase 1 XC. The Phase 1 XC is a compact powerhouse designed for travel photographers who demand top-notch image quality. At its core, you'll find a 151-megapixel sensor that's more than most of us will ever need. This sensor is what we call a true full-frame medium-format digital sensor. In simple terms, it's bigger than what you'd find in most professional cameras. Why does this matter? Well, a bigger sensor usually means better image quality, especially in low light. The XC comes with a fixed Rodent stock HR Diggerns 23mm f5.6 lens. It means this lens can give you a super wide-angle view perfect for capturing sweeping landscapes or tight interior spaces. It's like having a high-end wide-angle lens permanently attached to your camera. The body of the XC is worth mentioning too. It's compact and travel-friendly, which is surprising for a medium-format camera. Usually, these types of cameras are big and bulky, but Phase 1 has managed to pack all this power into a relatively small package. It's still not something you'd slip into your pocket, but it's much easier to carry around than other cameras in its class. One thing that might surprise you is the simplicity of the controls. The XC doesn't have a bunch of dials and buttons all over it. Instead, it relies on a touchscreen interface. This might take some getting used to if you're familiar with traditional cameras, but it makes the XC more straightforward to use once you get the hang of it. So, does the Phase 1 XC deliver on its promises? In short, yes. The image quality of this camera is exceptional. The level of detail it captures is amazing. You could zoom in on a tiny part of the image and still see incredible clarity. This is great for photographers who make large prints or need to crop their images a lot. You can take a photo with bright highlights and deep shadows, and the XC will capture detail in both. This is super helpful in situations like sunset landscapes where you want to see detail in both the bright sky and the darker grounders. Color accuracy is another strong point of the XC. The colors it produces are rich and true to life. This is particularly important for commercial photographers who need to get colors exactly right. One cool feature of the XC is its long exposure mode. It can mimic long exposures without needing filters. This is really handy for those dreamy waterfall shots or smooth cloudy skies. It works by taking multiple shots and blending them together all in camera. The XC also has some neat tech features. It has built-in Wi-Fi, so you can transfer images to your phone or tablet. It can also be tethered to a computer, which is useful for studio work. Battery life is decent, but not amazing. You'll probably want to carry a spare battery if you're out shooting all day. The camera uses older Canon-style batteries, which is a bit odd, but they're easy to find. One potential downside of the XC is its fixed lens. While the 23mm lens is great for wide shots, it might be too wide for some situations. You can crop the image to get a tighter frame, but you'll lose some of those megapixels in the process. Now, it's time to mention the price. The Phase 1 XC costs $62,490. That's more than many cars. So, what makes it so pricey? First, it's the technology inside the sensor in this camera is cutting-edge stuff. It's not just about the high megapixel count. This sensor can capture a wide range of light and dark tones in a single shot. That's what photographers call dynamic range. The XC sensor gives you about 15 stops of dynamic range, which is impressive. It means you can take photos in tricky lighting situations and still get good results. The lens is another big factor in the price. The Rodent stock lens on the XC is custom-made for this camera. It's not something you can just buy off the shelf. Making lenses that can keep up with such a high-resolution sensor is no easy task, and that precision comes at a cost. Then there's the build quality. Every part of this camera is made with extreme care. It's not mass-produced like your average consumer camera. Each unit is carefully put together, which takes time and skilled labor that handcrafted quality adds to the cost. The XC is also a niche product. Phase 1 isn't making millions of these cameras. They're producing a small number for a very specific market. When you're making something in small quantities, the price per unit goes up. Lastly, there's the brand factor. Phase 1 is known for making some of the best cameras in the business. They've spent years building that reputation, and when you buy an XC, you're paying for that expertise and reliability. The Phase 1 XC isn't for everyone. It's aimed at professional photographers who specialize in landscapes, architecture, or fine art. These are areas where ultimate image quality is crucial and the subject isn't moving quickly. It could also appeal to wealthy enthusiasts who want the best of the best. If you're the type who buys luxury cars or high-end watches, this camera might be right up your alley. Some industries might find this camera valuable too. Actually, it's a niche product for a niche market. But in that market, it excels. So, that's all about the Phase 1 XC. Do let us know what you think about this ultra high-end camera. As for everything else, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you want more content like this on your feed.